Well, the US president has left for Switzerland to attend the World Economic Forum in Davos, striking an aggressive tone ahead of the global summit. Trump has set the stage by living up to his billing as the tariff king with his announcement of punitive import taxes on European countries that have had the gall to oppose his wish to own Greenland, the self-ruling Danish island. But just days before his appearance, Trump threatened tariffs against Denmark and 7 other NATO allies that have deployed troops to Greenland, while also reiterating that there is no going back on his plan regarding the Arctic island. Criticizing Denmark, Trump has said that Copenhagen failed to address the Russian threat and ignored NATO warnings on Greenland. In fact, the US president also reiterated that now is the time, warning tariffs will remain in place until a Greenland deal is locked. Meanwhile, the European Commission chief has issued a strong warning to Washington, saying that Donald Trump risked pushing transatlantic ties into a downward spiral, calling on additional tariffs and the entire fiasco that's playing out on allies. She has said it's a big mistake, adding that Europe's response will be unflinching and united, while pledging cooperation with the US on Arctic security. Here's what Trump had to say before he left for the World Economic Forum.
I think more than anything else, what I'm going to be speaking about is the tremendous success that we've had in 1 year. I didn't think we could do it this fast. Think of it, it's just now 12 months. And, I say it often, we have the most successful country in the world. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world by far. And this country would have been absolutely stone cold dead. And I'm going to be talking about it. Because, a lot of them could use some of the advice as to what we did. They need energy. You take a look at their energy policy, they're going to destroy themselves with what they're doing with the windmills and all the nonsense. They need energy help badly, or they're going to be in big trouble, and they need immigration help.
Are you committed to keeping the U.S. in NATO?
I've had such a good relationship. I've made it so much better, so much stronger. It's so good now. NATO is so much stronger now. I don't agree with a lot of the things they've done, but that was done before I got there. I think NATO's been good. Sometimes it's overrated, sometimes it's not. But we have a strong NATO. When I came here, we had a weak NATO. We had a NATO at 2%, and they weren't paying. You had a nothing NATO. NATO's, whether you like it or not, it's only as good as we are. If NATO doesn't have us, NATO is not very strong.
How far are you willing to go to acquire Greenland?
You'll find out.
How far are you willing to go to acquire Greenland?
You'll find out.
My colleague Priyanka Deo is with us for more. Priyanka, the last time Trump addressed the forum, beamed by video shortly after his inauguration last year, we saw that he scorned diversity and inclusion. For this go-around, what should one expect as he heads to the Swiss Alps, turbocharging the wave of economic nationalism, also nativism?
His renewed focus on Greenland is often dismissed as unconventional, but strategically Greenland sits at the center of a much larger geopolitical shift, and this involves Russia and China. So Greenland's importance has surged as the Arctic rapidly opens up. Melting ice is creating new shipping lanes, shortening routes between Asia, between Europe and North America. At the same time, the region is becoming critical for missile early warning systems, space tracking, and access to rare earth minerals essential for modern defense as well as technology. So Russia has moved aggressively in the Arctic, expanding military bases, airfields, and naval capabilities along its northern coastline. And unsurprisingly, China, though not an Arctic nation, has declared itself a near Arctic state, investing in infrastructure, research stations, and resources access as part of its long-term strategic planning. So from Trump's perspective, Greenland is really a strategic vulnerability at this point in time. While it does remain a semi-autonomous territory of Denmark, its security is effectively underwritten by the United States and has been through NATO. American radar installations, military presence already play a central role in Arctic defense, particularly against Russian missile trajectories. So Trump's argument is transactional but very clear here. If the U.S. is absorbing the cost and risk of Arctic security, it should have greater control and influence over key strategic assets. So Greenland, in his view, is not about territorial ambition. It's about about closing gaps before rivals, aka Russia and China, exploit them. So tariffs and pressure tactics are part of that strategy, used to force allies to confront really uncomfortable realities about what's going on and burden sharing and strategic alignment. So Trump's Greenland push reflects a broader recalibration of U.S. power, responding to Russian militarization, Chinese expansion, and an Arctic that's no longer remote, but central to global geopolitics and competition.